Hello everyone, and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I'm your host Stacy Johnson, and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since way back in 1991. Our question today comes from Carrie, and Carrie asks, I heard something about freedom checks on the radio. Is that some kind of hoax? I'd heard of freedom checks before, but I went to their website. I'm not encouraging you to do that. But what their website does is have lots of exclamation points. It talks about how you can get your own freedom checks. And it says, throws around numbers. See how to collect $24,075, $66,570, and even $160,923 beginning today. Doesn't that sound great? Well, let me stop here and explain that there are two kinds of what I would call scams in the world. One is where somebody says something just completely false. They just lie to try to steal your money. The other kind is what this one is. It's overhyping the truth. What this is really about is this guy's really tried to sell you advice on buying something called MLPs, Master Limited Partnerships. Consider them stocks. He's basically going to give you advice on some stocks to buy that pay big dividends. So of course you could get $24,075 if you invest a whole bunch of money in stocks that pay dividends. So what this guy's doing here is he's telling the truth, but he's overhyping it. He creates some term called freedom checks, and then he makes it sound like he's got some secret when actually it's not a secret at all. Here's a good rule of thumb for you guys. When you see exclamation points, be a little cautious. In fact, the more exclamation points you see on something, the less likely you should be to invest in it. So please keep that in mind as you go forward. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of people who are shouting, about how they're going to make you all kinds of money. Don't believe them. Always, always do a search online. Look for complaints, blank. Look for reviews of blank. And then you can make up your own mind. And you'll probably find that a lot of things with exclamation points aren't worth your time and certainly not worth your money. Okay, guys, that's all we've got for today. Let's end with our quote of the day. This one comes from one of my favorite guys, Warren Buffett, the legendary investor. And it's appropriate to today's topic. Here it is. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Thanks, Warren. Hope you guys have a super profitable day. Be sure to meet me here next time.